Wintertime in Pennsylvania. Freezing cold, foot of freaking snow, flintlock season. I can't ride my bike. It's sad, but I'll make do. Ta-da! Honda xr650l, 1993. She's a little rough. Got her for free. I'll tell you the story behind my bike here. A neighbor of mine, he's been a family friend for quite a while. He had two bikes, an xl350, I believe, an older model, and this. He had the 650l. Well, you know, he come up to me one day, and he asked me if I wanted another bike. I have a Kawasaki KLR 250 as well, and there it is. You know, it was a good bike, little 250. It run good. I did a lot of work to it, but it just don't want to keep running. It doesn't have the reliability that I wanted. That's a 1988. Not a bad bike, not a great bike. Tore the front wheel off. That's actually on the 650 now. And it works. I had a lot of projects to do. Tore the rear end out of the little four-wheeler there. And snowmobile, that runs pretty good. Big man wood splitter there, but other than that, everything's working fine. And a 1967 Larson Valero 177. Now back to the XR, my main review on this, I guess. I've owned quite a few bikes. Kawasaki's. This is my very first Honda I've ever owned. Kawasaki, Yamaha, and Suzuki I have owned. And they're good bikes. You know, all of them have their good parts. Now, the KLR in there, it has what I like is a really good power curve. It's just good power all throughout. The XR is not quite like that. If you're looking for a bike that has power just nuts all the time, the XR doesn't do that. It's all low-end grunt. That low-end power is insane, and you can't beat it. I mean, everybody's worried the 650, you know, too much power. Well, the Enduro model, the 650L, they're a little more calm than the 650R. Now I have, you could probably see different mods. I gotta clean it, but a 48 tooth rear, and right now a 13 tooth front. Now with that, I get up to, you know, 65 pretty easy, and 85 is about it, all she's got. But I don't like to run that high because it's just revving to beat hell, and I don't like that, you know. And I take it to, well, every day I'd take it for a ride, or I'd take it to work or do something, and it's a great bike. Now when it had a 15 and a 45 on it, the thing would move. I mean, you hit fifth gear and just let it go, and it holds right in that power curve for the longest time. You know, 85, 95 was, that was good. I mean, it was moving. Happy for me. Now, it's an old bike, little rough looking. I'm gonna tear it all down and repaint it. I'm thinking stock colors, but the side panel will be all blue. I'm gonna redo the seat with a custom seat. Might as well make that and put either, you know, a color band up through here and 650L in there and black or something. Tool bag, that was dry rotted and torn apart, but it worked good for a while. You know, I got these new stickers. I figured I'd put on it because state of Pennsylvania, I had to have an xr650l. It had to say what it was on it. Well, I made the argument to them that it had to say the model number. Well, I made the argument that 650l, it's right on the seat. You know, XRs are on the tank. Well, they said no, because when you're sitting on it, we won't be able to see the 650l. We'll only be able to see the XR, and it's a Honda. Well, I said, what's the big deal? And they said if they ever got in a police chase or the vehicle was known for something, they would want to know what model it is and whatnot. Well, I found it as a whole lot of BS personally. but I did it anyways. And it used to have on the front Honda XR and, you know, the stock thing. Well, that came off when I was pressure washing it one day, and you'll see him in a few videos too. A buddy of mine, 400EX with a XR 400R race bike motor. You know, it's an enduro. It's gonna be dirty. You know, if you're looking for something that's strictly street, the xr650 would be a better bike for you. You know, they do a little dirt, but they're more made for road, cruising on the road. Well, you know, I put quite a few miles on this bike. When I got it, it had, what, 7,000. It's got 10,000 now. Well, almost 11,000. And I did a valve job. You know, I just checked them, did nothing. Well, then, here in the snow fell, I figured I was going to do a big modification to it. I did the high compression piston, rejetted the carb, put, I think, Dave's Mod, Stage 1 hot cams in it, and it makes a big difference. The power curve of it did. That hot cam really did it. Now, if you really like low-end grunt like I do, I don't recommend the hot cam. What it did to my bike was, it really just kind of, I don't know, it pulled the power curve away. Like, it made it more even throughout, which is nice on the road. But when you want to hop over a log or, you know, just wheelie it, that low-end grunt is what you want. But now I can wheelie third gear, nothing. You know, but with that 13 tooth, of course I can. I haven't tried it with a 15 tooth yet, because as soon as I got everything put in, this happened. But, you know, they are a heavier bike, and everybody, they're way too heavy for main off-road riding. Well, yes and no. See, I'm only 5'10", and I'm 5'10", 160 pounds. I'm not fat, I'm not heavy, I'm just kind of a light guy, and I don't really account too much when you're on a 300-400 pound bike, you know. And when you get it too high, like this bike's pretty tall, you know, I can touch both feet, but not very easily. But if you're looking for a good, reliable enduro, I can't tell you any different than the 650L. I mean, DRZs, now I've ridden DRZ 650, DRZ 400. More power? Yes. You know, more capability? Lighter? Yes. But, you know, the 650 just has something about it that really stands out to me and I really like. And I've ridden, you know, 200 miles in a day and got off not sore at all. You know, and you get used to the bike and you'll do everything, you know, whatever you need. Now I'm pretty simply in love with this bike because the sheer simplicity of it. It's very easy to control, to run. There's nothing to, you know, mess with every 500 miles or something. It's just, it goes. You know, you start up in the morning, let her warm up, and she's ready to go. Well, have a good, you know, good time riding and keep it roosting. I mean, that's why we own them. That's why we have them. That's why we keep them. So, keep on having fun. Keep on riding, boys.